Hello and welcome back to Ethan's Galactic. Today we're once again in the survival world. After getting up a collection yesterday, last episode of food, seeds. So I think because now we've got full production set up, I think now it's time to actually make the base look a bit pretty. Because right now, I know it looks a bit, well, it just looks like a giant platform. This bit isn't so bad, but I also don't like this bit, really. So what we're going to do is we're going to just start from scratch. Gonna produce a few steel plates, so we have some materials to work with. But assembler, steel, interior, construction. Yeah, go. Okay, so one of the most important things about this is that it needs an area for food. So I think that probably is going to be the first thing they work on. So food area. Looks like I'm just going to clear my. Don't know why I'm using it all the way over there. Right, clear everything. Steel. Oh no, I always do that. So interior plates, armor blocks. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do. Sci-fi interior wall. 1, 2. That. 1, 2, 3. And here, question is, which way do I want it to go out of? Because I know what I'm going to do. Right, what I'll do first is something like this. Basically, there'll be a little area. It's not going to be massive. But there'll be some farming plots with some conveyors. And then maybe at the end here, actually, I put a irrigation system. Because if I look at the underneath, yeah, it has that. So it needs to be kept in an airtight room. So, well, I know that bit, but it's more also the thing that other events could damage it. So mate, you have to forgive me here, because this is the first time I've actually tried building a little, like an actual base in survival. In fact, it's the first time I've really built with many of the new blocks. I think the best thing to do is stick with what I know. Food's not a major priority right now. I don't know why I wasn't able to clear that before. So let's just stick with what I know. I'll build up a little outpost. So, how do I want to build this? You know, I could go for like a mountainside base. That could be kind of cool. No, for now we'll stick down here. So, most important thing is going to be I don't know. Last time I did that, I built a base in survival on camera on a planet, was the, like, what's it called? The sort of massive, I think it was hull tech that I did. But that I pre-built in creative, and then, you know what? Instead of faffing about with this, in which I have no clue, why don't I try and do something with this? Because it's decent foundation. The battery bit here is fine. And I kind of like the idea of having an area that's like just a few separated platforms. So keep that. That can stay. So what I'll do is I'll build off of this. 4 batteries, and then I'll do some detailing them at some point. But then what I'll do is I'll have effectively like a hub area in the centre. It's not going to be massive. Ah! There we go. Ugh, that was a bit of a jump scare. Right. Speaking of which, I need some power. That's sort of given me a thought that maybe I should do this like a bit more above ground. So I'll have like a hub area here. Oh, go away. Yeah, just leave. That can be like sort of like a pillar here. And we can like that. Do a bit of a platform up here. Okay, this looks a bit better. Then it can do something like this, because it doesn't. Yep, okay. Alright. Then leave that as it is. Have this continue on over here. And here, I'll have it turn. Maybe even go up one. Something with this. And then some sort of large central area here. Underneath this, I might put like the refining bit, because what I could do is do refinery of this variety there into a conveyor that's like that. Maybe? I don't know. I always do this, and I do apologise that this probably isn't the most entertaining thing. But I really don't like cutting stuff out of videos. I just feel it's... Like, there are times where you do want to, but I also like to keep as much stuff in as possible. Do something like that. Maybe I hold off on base building for now. Maybe. I'll just go and do some other stuff, and then maybe an idea will come to me. I do like the idea of having like a pillar of some sort within it. There's no point sitting here for like half an episode just like, oh, should I do this, should I do that? With the space base it was a bit easier, but I never really designed planetary bases. In fact, I never really designed bases at all. Food processor, where am I? Okay, well, first I actually need that. Need to refill my thing. And then I'm going to go and get some iron. I think for the farming bit, something I do want to do is have some of these windows on the top or above it or something. So let's just head back. Be careful because I don't really want to die. And these are my buffs. What are my buffs? 30. I'm out. Okay, no. Right. So, got food. So, something I will definitely want is some form of like garage. Just for now. So, what I'll do is I will grab some of these steel plates. This, 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 and this. Then pull this out. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go for a sec. Alright, with this, I did have a quick thought. Move this out of the way. I don't think I'm going to fully build a hangar bay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use half blocks. I love these blocks. Don't know what I'd do without them. This, and I'm pretty sure there was a time where... No, actually, I think these blocks have always existed. Maybe not like these blocks, but I doubt that half blocks. Imagine they came with like the basing. But what I'm going to do, something like that, and if I have enough supplies to yep, there you go. And then connector, I'll do an inset connector. Quickly, oh well, yeah, that's one problem with this rover. It's not exactly got the best steering arc. That's probably something I could fix, to be fair. Steering angle. Yeah, I could do that. The handle's a bit less, but build off. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Really got to get this right because I don't have much wiggle room. Yeah, I'm going to pull this forward one. And yep. Okay. Be careful here. connectors. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, that'll have to do. Okay, so we're gonna do these ones, these conveyors. Ba ba. Food processor, that's fine. Industrial assembler. Okay. And I'll have like a little garage here. I want to try and make a bit more use of rovers, because the only time I really used rovers was for like... I'm pretty sure actually the only rovers I've used are ones that I've either lost or turned into ships. Why aren't you producing stuff? You are. Okay. It's just you're running low on power. Okay. Because I remember I had 2 rovers, I'm pretty sure. I had the in my old series I had the truck that I built episode... would have been just before episode 24, I'm pretty sure, season 1. Well, obviously season 1, I'm not going to use a rover in space. Wheels, I need to turn that suspension down. This is another trick that I've learned from other people, is that if your connector doesn't fit, instead of like trying to wiggle it and not working and then end up breaking your rover, just lower the wheel suspension, which you can easily do in wheel settings, and it's just here, height offset. You'd think that you'd want a higher offset, or at least that's what I thought originally. But to be fair, I haven't really given it much thought, it's just how it is. And that. Now, you will have to like worry about resetting that when you go out, but then you got this. And having this gap here is really useful because it means you can get under it, especially for this one where the battery's here. For some rovers it's not that big of a deal, but it's nice to have the space. So... what do I want to do now? To say, I kind of do want to build off of this, but I also want to start something new at the same time. So, what I was hoping is that there would be like a base that I could take over. That'd be kind of fun. For now, let's just grab some steel plates. I know I said that there's not much point doing this, but realistically, I haven't got much else I want to do, because I don't really have the space for a miner right now. Nor can I really efficiently store it. I mean, if I made it small enough, I could put it here, but that's just not very good. So... what I know I want is so what's the bits that I want on this base? I need a manufacturing area, refinery and assembler. I'd like, sort of like a, I don't know, well there's a power area, obviously, which will house a wind turbine and some batteries. I'd want a farming area, but I'd also want like a sort of how would I put it? Gas area? Ice area? It'd have like O2, H2 gens, an oxygen and a hydrogen tank, and like... oh, nice. More buffs. I still feel like I could do something with this. Realistically, 3 and 4 wind turbines, there's not much of a difference. At least right now, since there's no, like, they're not working very well. So, if I do something like that, and then what I do is I change this into a stair. No. Do a stair here. This wasn't actually how I was planning on doing it, but it's worked. Probably could use railings, but at the minute I want it to look a bit sturdier. Because it's designed for, like, rovers. So there. A bit of an entrance bit. And then here, I put ladders. Maybe like, what? I want the scaffolding one, I think. Oh no, because what I could do is I could do it in here one, I can indent it one, and then instead of having these here, I have ladders going up however high I want it to go, and then do that sort of pillar idea I was thinking about. Something like this, and then that one will be an except. These bottom ones will be an exception, but I'll do something like this. Okay, and then so you want it around here. Do something like that. Maybe actually this would be a great place for a refining bit, because I can put conveyor here. Conveyor here. So no, that. A refinery bit. I could even have this as like a scaffolding ladder instead of a full one. Ah, but unless I do it like that, you can get around. Okay, no, you have to ignore that. Something like that. Then one more assembler. Connect it via conveyor there. Starting to take a bit more shape. I know I'm gonna wanna pull this out, I think. And that. Oh, well, that needs to be a module. Modules here, and then I'll have it go into one of these. Have the ladder also continue upwards. Nope, that's not something. Do that. Then I probably also want to do this in the front. It also means that, like, up here I can, I don't know, I'll be, like, safe from wolves and stuff. So I need to keep that. Okay, so I can expand this out. Okay. Thinking maybe I don't want to expand it out that way if I was to do that. Oh, I need it. Oh, I really hate the fact that they've changed. What? I don't necessarily hate the fact that they changed it, but it's kind of annoying that they've changed hydrogen bottle capacity, because it's like I'm used to being able to fly for like ever, and now I just can't. It's really off-putting. Right, what we're gonna do? Bit of a style choice, but we're gonna change. We're gonna put this assembler. Okay, maybe we're not gonna put this assembler. We're gonna put this refinery this way. Conveyor. Sorry. Conveyor. Assembler. I can also. Okay. One problem is you won't be able to reach it, but oh well. I'll just do a regular refinery then. I'm gonna keep that type of assembler, because that's just objectively easier for module ports. The other assembler is really quite annoying for assembler for module ports. It's really finicky to get it lined up fully. Like, you can have assemblers, like, if you look at the ports on this, you've got 2 flat faces, but then you've also got the extra 2 there. Which means, ideally, you'd want it to be like that, and then put modules in between them. It's just annoying, so I'd just much rather use this, and then save myself the hassle. Okay, now that we've done that, what we're going to do is flip this a bit. Have it. Okay. Where are they? There you are. 3 of them? Oh, good mate. Dudes. It's the first time I've really played with wolves. Meat. Give me meat. Meat. Thank you. Right, okay, anyway. As I was saying. Why can't I play something here? I can. I guess I just don't have a port there in terms of stuff. Okay, so we have that. And, right, up here is going to be a bit more of the less actually is going to be better having it the other way. Because my plan is, what I'll do is I'll expand out here. It was a bit more intuitive snapping stuff together. Do that. Then basically what I'll do is this can expand out one more here. There. One more there. Maybe have it expand out a bit this way as well. And then like that, yep. Then I'll put like a living quarters with like a med bay and a supply and bed and stuff here. Have this as a sort of like walkway, and then continuing down it leads to a sort of lower area. Would plants be affected if they were growing higher? I mean I'm not talking game, but logic in terms of if it happened real life, would it matter if they were higher up or lower? I feel like it kind of would, so get rid of this bit for now. And off. Here, tell you what, I'll do it here. Need this bit. And I'll just have this as like a central hub bit, rather than having it as the main bit, and then I'll have something branch off there, eventually there, there, maybe backwards. And then it can all be over this. So this way, we're going to have the catwalk. We're going to have the food area. It's going to be a bit annoying to design this how I want. But what's it called again? farm plots? Yes. So, need at least a block for a... So this actually probably needs to be a door, realistically. Do one of the lab doors, because that would make a bit more sense. Have this going like... Preferably what I'd want is to be able to do something like that. Like that. Have them here, windows, and then... But that won't work in terms of conveying, so I'm going to have to sacrifice a little. So... I'd like a gap. What I'd like is some more hydrogen.
Critical.
This is really starting to be a bit...
Energy low.
Could do actually. Actually, completely different style. I've done something like this before. I'll make these into pads. I'll do like a couple pads up here. Then maybe like a smaller area here for, I don't know, look good. Probably more actually a flight tower style thing. Then yeah, refinery has a as a connector here, or a connection port here. 1, 2, 3, there. Then I have 2 connectors, so I can store 2 vehicles. Have it lead into a sort of flight control area, and then on the ground, going this way instead, we have some more production areas, bits like this. We'll go bay window. Do it with these, then it'll look a bit more flush. There. I do, as I say, I do realise I am like being this probably isn't the most entertaining thing. Just me sat here trying to get things perfect when realistically it doesn't need to be. How am I going to get there? Aha, like there, build it there. Okay. Probably want a slightly bigger bit. Just so it. Is it finally going to start going into the ground? Yes. That. There we go. Okay, and then actually what I'm thinking, what I'm gonna do instead, we put this, but have this as a half stair, and then going down, have a crew quarters area. So maybe extend this out by 1, this. If I do that, that's going to take down the entire structure. Instead, we're going to break. Why can't I put a block there? Why can't I put a block here? Is that block? These are technically disconnected, to be fair. There we go. There's... Then I can actually cap this off. So this is the same length. And then I'll make the, like, supporting bit a bit bigger. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, I messed up. Have I? I might not have. Come on. Okay, that's fine. Change this a bit. Yep. No, actually, we do it with the half blocks because it's a bit too wide with 2 blocks, but a bit too narrow with 1. So we do half block, and that looks pretty good. I don't know, the half block like things do always feel a bit different in terms of the slope. And realistically, the slope is the exact same. It's just inset a bit. Come on, yes. There. And then here, maybe actually, off here. Oh, well, I need some fuel. There we go.
Fuel critical.
I need food. Nah, not quite desperate enough for that. Munch on them for a bit. Ugh. I do quite like the food system. I've said this before, to be fair, but I do quite think it's quite good. Like, it's not too much to worry about, but it's also not something that can be ignored. I feel like it's a bit... So if I did something like this, I feel like it's a bit too tall. I'm gonna try it, but I may get rid of it. So here. I wish there was like further inset farm plots. Like, could I? No, I can't. I mean, I could, to be fair. Hang on, I'm gonna try something because I'm gonna quickly try something here. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna try and put these farm plots actually sort of inset into the ground. Like, I need to make sure they're nice and empty. Like that. And then do windows over the top of that. And maybe a little tricky to conveyor up. So I have to go like 2 down. But what I will do, I think I'm actually going to put the door here, and then I can put a door. We'll need to put a door that's like that. Which doesn't look terrible. But. Question is, I don't know if it would count as being airtight. Actually, it should, because if you put conveyors underneath it, and then as long as I wire it up correctly, just get rid of this. Okay, yeah, I think that it's a bit unorthodox, but that's how it works. What I do want to do, I want to make sure there's enough lighting. Again, I know it doesn't particularly matter because it'll grow anyway, but you want this to be nice and up. And also, having it a bit deeper into the ground, I imagine would help in terms of, I don't know, probably some farming thing that, I don't know why I'm going up here. This isn't the way to get power. I suppose it could help a little. This is where I wish they had inset farm plots that were free, so that I may as well, while I'm waiting, fill up these, so that I can have a full block farm plot rather than just a half block. I suppose there would be the thing of it could arguably just be better to use them instead of the half block ones, because they can be used to make air tightness on floors and you can step on them and stuff. We're gonna simply a lab door instead. Do a passage of some variety. do... No. So I see this bit. I mean, at the end of the day, I can just do something like this. It's not as great aesthetically, but if that's what the sacrifice I have to make for it to be functional, then so be it. It's gonna take a while to make, and I'm gonna try not to do what I did. What happened to that? There. I'm gonna try not to do what I did last time. I don't know. Look at the powers on the inside. I suppose it looks a bit better. Right, let me actually try and finish this thought this time. I'm gonna try not to do what I did last time and make it like basically sit here for like, I don't know, 7 episodes just welding this up. I'll get the key parts that need welding. Like how do I put it? I'll weld the key parts. Like I'll weld up this room. I'll weld up the refinery and assembler. But I'm not gonna bother like welding up everything just yet. I'll have some episodes where I do something else, like try and find something to fight. Those are the more fun episodes for me and probably for you guys. So, but I think I'm going to end the episode there. We've got a pretty good base coming along. I've got... This will be like a medbay area, a survival kit. I'll like pipe it up. I'll probably have to use it. God, I'm going to have to use old medbay to get it piped up properly. Put conveyor. I'll have off of this actually, I think. I'm just gonna quickly do it. Off of this. In fact, to be fair, why am I doing it like this? Why don't I... Oh, I wish I had done that. Well, more about that next time. I'm just off of the back of this. I'll extend it and have like a gas area. Maybe with the same sort of style. I'll like use these blocks and have it indented into the ground a bit. And I will also do a quick thing. I keep getting distracted. Okay. I'll put an air vent here that's just set to drain from here into there so that it's always pressurized. And then, yeah. And then if I need to, I can easily expand out here and put something else here. Like, yeah, I'm going to have to, because off of this side, I'm gonna put cargo and hydrogen storage here. Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe even cargo storage here, to be honest. Right. I need to end the episode, or else I'm going to be sat here for another 20 minutes. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. So, stay safe out there, engineers, and happy hunting.